folks, and welcome back to Successful Small Service Contracting. I really appreciate you being here. No matter your personality, whether you're a driving force or you're the type that sits back while others do the talking, you have to develop an on-the-job personality to be successful in your service or contracting business. This on-the-job personality is the face that you put on when you meet and talk to your clients. I'm not talking about being someone that you're not, but more like the person in you that is the businessman or woman part of you. Okay? We often think of charisma as a special gift, but it's not so much a gift as it is a learnable skill that you can certainly master. I know it can be learned and mastered because I was once less than confident in social and business situations myself. But I had a friend many years ago named Pete, and he was a super confident guy. He had tons of charisma. He could talk to anyone and always had the attitude that he could accomplish anything he put his mind to. I really admired this guy. Pete was my neighbor in some apartments that we lived in, and he was studying to be a chiropractor at the time. We were both single and extremely broke as we were just getting started in the working world. We wanted to go to a nightclub, and it was famous for their music and 4 women to 1 man ratio. We liked the odds, right? Problem was, in those days, we had to kind of choose what we did with our money. We certainly had to choose what we did with our money. So, let's see, we needed gas, food, drinks, and entry fee. Well, it looks like we're not eating tonight. So, oh well, we ate yesterday. We're going to be okay, right? Now, this particular club had 5 different sections that played 5 different types of music themes. I love that place. This particular night, there was a bar mitzvah being thrown in one of the sections. As we walked by, the food smelled so good. You know, like I said, we hadn't eaten. We were so hungry. There were about 100 people in there, and we just about passed the door, and Pete stopped in front of me. I just about ran him over. He doubled back, and he said, "Follow me and just act like you know what you're doing." Before I could say anything, he headed into the bar mitzvah. I'm thinking he's crazy, but I was right on his tail, you know. You guessed it, he was headed to the food bar inside the party. He picks up a plate, starts shoveling food onto his plate, and starts conversations with anyone that would listen. I was right behind him, shoveling food in my mouth in case we're going to get kicked out. I wasn't being a pig, but, you know, I was eating it pretty fast. The point here is not about stealing food, as I suppose that's what we were doing, but rather how Pete had the confidence and the charisma in him that he could pull that off, acting like he belonged there. The way he engaged with the party goers caused the effect that there was no reason to question him. That incident changed my life in many ways, including my decision not to steal food anymore. Anyway, charismatic people are able to extend significant influence, especially in business, because he or she connects with others in meaningful ways. People want to believe the charismatic and confident person. They just want to believe in them. This skill has been used for less than honorable reasons to dupe people, but when used for good, it is very powerful in your business. Having the ability to make the person you're speaking with feel as if they were the only person in the room is an art. It's rare to receive that kind of attention from anyone, so the ability to do that makes a big, big impression. Here are some of the traits of the most charismatic people. First is empathy. Empathy is the ability to see things from another person's perspective and to understand how that person is feeling. You can only be so empathetic and place yourself in another person's shoes if you're fully attentive to them, which brings us to listening properly. Next is good listening skills. This is the ability to truly hear what someone is trying to communicate to you, and both verbally and non-verbally. Think of the person who interrupts you when you're talking and you can't wait to interject in the conversation. He is not truly listening to you because he's thinking about himself, what he'll say, how smart he'll sound. So in summary, if you are distracted or thinking about what you'll say next or whatever, you're not truly being present, you're not listening. Good listening skills include paying attention to the position of the person's body that you're talking to also. Next is body language. Body language is the ability to read someone by the way that they're holding their body. You know, a person is sitting extremely upright and rigidly in a chair with their arms crossed, maybe saying, "Don't bother me," or "Don't try to sell me anything," without verbally saying it. Someone that's talking but it's a bit slumped over and making very little eye contact may be saying, "Don't bother me" also. That brings up eye contact. Eye contact is one of the most powerful forms of human interaction that there is. We feel that when someone's eye contact shifts away from us, their attention has also shifted away. When you're looking at someone in the eye, the impact of that connection can be powerful. In addition to feeling heard, people actually feel seen. It implies that you care about what they have to say or relate to you. Next is enthusiasm. And this is the ability to uplift another person through praise of their actions or ideas. Enthusiasm is difficult to fake because it's such a real emotion. It can only occur when you sincerely engage in what someone else is doing or saying. For your enthusiasm to come across powerfully, you have to sincerely feel it. Your ability to truly be present and engage is essential. Next is self-confidence. And this is a big one. Not cocky, but confident. The ability to act authentically without worrying about what other people think. Many people are so busy worrying about how they appear that they end up coming across as nervous or inauthentic. Their focus is on themselves rather than the other person. When you are fully present, you are focused on others rather than yourself. As a consequence, you naturally come across as confident. Instead of worrying about what others are thinking of you, you are composed, genuine, and natural. So to sum all this up, these are all learned skills that will carry you far in the business world. If you're the type of person that's shy or introverted, learn more about these skills. And there's classes that go much deeper than I have here. Learn to use these skills a little at a time. Practice the ones first that you feel are going to come easier to you, and work on the ones that you feel that will be harder for you then afterwards. Well, thanks for watching, and please keep in mind that I will be glad to help you in any way I can, as always. You take care, and please ring the bell and subscribe. I would really appreciate that, and we'll see you in the next one, okay? Take care. Bye.